practical session will be on inbuilt functions. First, I will start from math-based function. Before starting anything, I just need to remind you that all mathematical functions belongs to a particular module, and that the name of that module is math. So whenever we need to access particular functions which are having a specific module, we need to import that module. Although I have not created math module, no one can create any inbuilt module. We can create user defined module. A math is an inbuilt module which has been created by Python. We can just access them, we can just use them. So for using that math module, you need to first import that module. What is a module? Module is basically a file which contains so many functions, one or many functions related to a particular task. For example, math will be a module which will be having some mathematical based functions, and that we are going to use it. So at first line I have written import math, so that module will be added to my programming at this instance only. Whenever I need to use it, I have to write import math. Then I will start math module based functions. So first function is floor function. As I have already informed in the previous class, it will provide you the flooring value. Let's have the example. You can see I have written -2653. So flooring. Let's see one more part from the positive one, then you will be better. You will get a better understanding regarding the flooring of the function. So you can see here, when I have written -26533334, I got the answer -2654. And when I have written 12345.658, I am getting the answer 12345. Why? Anyone can answer? Those who were present in the previous class. What floor is doing here?
So it is
Anyone?
used to round off the number
Oh,
till the decimal.
till the decimal. Then why it is -2653 is converting to -2654?
So it gives the lowest number. That
Very
means
good. Very good. Correct one. It will pull you towards the lowest value nearer to that number. So -2653, the nearer to that number, the lowest one was -2654. Since it is the negative number, so it is -2654. But when we are discussing our positive number, it will just truncate your decimal part. You can see here I have written 12345.658, but I am getting the answer 12345. But we are expecting the answer as 12346, because in maths we have learned that when after the decimal we are having a value greater than 0.5, so it will be upgraded. But here you are going to get the answer 12345, because we are not following the mathematical rule, we are just following one specific function. The function is floor. It will just pull it down to the nearer lower number. If I am going to write here 12349, sorry, 45.999, still we are going to get the answer same, that is 12345. Let's move ahead. So next function is FABS, that is absolute value of floating number. It will just truncate the negative part, that is a negative symbol. So when I have used math.fabs minus 45.26, my symbol was truncated. It was removed. Same way, the next function is exp, that is exponential form. When I'm writing minus 45.17, it is providing me the answer of e to the power minus 45.17. Same way, if I am providing some positive value, let it be 100.12, we are going to get the answer positive one, but it will be same as e to the power 100.12. So this was few important functions that is important for your board examinations of math module. Now the most important part is your random function, and definitely it will come in your board exam. So I have import with the module random, and let's have the output of one by one different functions. Now wait here. First, I have executed the random function. What is a random function? Random function is a function which will provide you any random number in between 0 and 1. So any decimal, non-decimal value will be provided by the compiler, but in between 0 and 1. Okay, it will not be less than 0 and it will not be greater than 1. It will include 0, but it will exclude 1. That means the value will be less than 1 anyhow. So you can see here that twice I have run the same code random.random, but I am getting two different values. First time I am getting 0.90968 something, and second time we are going to get it 0.04259,058 and something. So using the random function, whenever we are going to execute this function, we will get any random value. This function is utilized for game creation. Whenever we are going to create a game, something like chess or TikTok, TikTok, something that type of game in which we can expect any steps, any change of chance. So this type of game can be created using the random functions. You must have learned about probability. When we are working on probability, we can have any probability of a particular instances event. Same way, random works. It can provide you any probability of number in between 0 and 1, but 1 will not be included. Next function is rand-int. What is the difference between random and rand-int? When I am using rand-int, we need to provide two values. But the rule is that first value must be the smaller one and second value must be the greater one. You can see here in my example, I am using 5,4, which is incorrect. That's why we are going to get this error. The first value must be smaller one and the second value must be the greater one, so that it can provide you any number in between the smaller and the greater value. Okay. So again, I am going to execute the same code random.rand int with two correct values. So I need any random value in between 1 and 10. You can see the output. I am getting 8. We can't justify which value will be provided by the compiler. It is a random number. Any number can be generated. So when we need to call random int function, we have to provide two values. Now these are few inbuilt functions which doesn't require any module. They are not written inside any module file. They are associated with Python compiler. Directly we can use them. One of the important function is ABS, so same as FABS. FABS we have used for floating number, but ABS is used for non-floating numbers. Floating number means decimal numbers. So for non-decimal numbers, we have to use ABS. You can see when I have written ABS minus 65, the negative part, that is the negative symbol, has been terminated. Same way, absolute value of 66 is 66. Max we have already seen during the list function. Max, it will provide you the maximum of whatever you are writing, whatever the values we have given as the list. You can see here the maximum value has been given to you, that was 6532 in the list created by us. Same way, minimum value will also be created. So this way we can get maximum or minimum value from a list or tuple. CMP, comparison function. Just I need to recall you. It is comparing, CMP. Why it is not defined? Let's wait, then I will provide you the answer. First question, the same way you are going to get the question in your board examination. This is output based question. You will get this programming and then you will be asked to provide the output of the program. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Go through it, find the answer and give me the answer through the message. So the answer I am getting is 4 and 64. Let's see whether it is correct or not. So answer I am getting is 16 and 64. Let's see whether I have written the correct answer or you have given the correct answer. Just analyze the question. Look, we are having the function. The name of the function is power with two parameters a and b is equals to 2. When I am writing b is equals to 2, that means I am providing one default value to b. When I am not providing any value to b, automatically compiler will accept b is equals to 2. But whenever I will provide the value to b, this 2 will be overwritten by that value. In the definition of the function, I am having one variable r initiated by 1. One loop for I in range b. Whatever the value of b we are having, this loop will run for the value of b. When the value of b is 2, it will run how many times? It will run initial value of I. When I am not providing the initial value of I, it will be 0. Next time the I will have the value I is equals to 1. So it will run twice. Okay. Now, when I am calling these functions twice. Just I need to provide you one hint. This is the definition of the function, and these two are the calling of the function. So I have defined the function, then I am calling the function first with the value 4 and second time with the value 4 and 3. So when I am calling the function with the value 4, this 4 will be copied to A. I am not providing any value for B. So automatically B is equals to 2, the default value. It will be accepted by the compiler. So a compiler accepted B is equals to 2. Now A is equals to 4 and B is equals to 2. R is having the starting value 1. I will be started with 0. For I in range B, that means till I is less than B, R is equals to R multiplied by A. What is the initial value of R? The initial value of R is 1 and the value of A is 4. So 1 into 4. This return keyword is outside the for loop. You can see the indentation. For loop is having only one body part, that is R equals to R into A. So when I was 0, 1 into 4 was calculated and given to R. So R is now having the value 4. Okay. Next time I will be incremented. So I became 1. For the value of I, that is 1, again this R will be calculated. Okay. Right now R is having value 4. Again the value of A will be multiplied and the value of A was 4. So 4 into 4, that is 16. So R gets the value 16. Next time I will be incremented. 1 plus 1, it will become 2, and it is out of the condition because it will accept only less than the value of B, that is 2, not equal to 2. So we will come out of the loop and the value of R will be returned. So the first value of R is 16. So this 16 will be provided to you by the compiler first time. Okay. So this will be the output of first calling. Next time again I am calling the same function with two values. So 4 will be copied to A and 3 will be copied to B. Now A is having the value 4, but B is having the value 3. Earlier B was having the value 2. That means for 2 we were having the solution R is equals to 16. But now B is 3. Since B is 3, one more time it will be multiplied with the value of A, and still I am having the value of A as 4. So again 16 will be multiplied by 4 and we are going to get the answer 64. So due to the first calling we got the answer 16, and due to the second calling we got the answer 64. So this is why we got the answer 16 and